Cody Kornberg. I am going to be talking about my thermal setup I've been using to hunt coyotes. More specifically, I wanted to talk about the RM1200 laser rangefinder. I got it last week from Fall River Shooters, and how I am pairing it with my AGM Rattler to be more efficient at hunting coyotes. Anybody who has a Rattler, they don't have a laser rangefinder built into them. So this little device has been super helpful. So starting with the gun itself, I am shooting a POF Renegade chambered in 223. I'm shooting 53 grain VMAXs. I've topped it with a Silencer Co. Omega 36M suppressor. I'm a big fan of shooting suppressed at night. Seems like everything's a lot quieter when you're out there in the evening than it is in the day, a little more life going on. I've topped it with a Rattler TS50 640 by AGM. I've been a big fan of this. I got it about a year ago. And then this is what I got about a week ago. This is the RM1200LRF. Like I said, I got it from Fall River Shooters, and I've been really impressed with this little unit. So let's dive right into this RM1200LRF. I have the left side mounted version. It also comes as a right side mounted version. You can pick and choose on the website. For me, I look through the Optic. I shoot right-handed. So for me, I can look through the Optic with my right eye and use my left eye to look over here at the distance. And obviously if you're left-handed and you shoot left, you can put it on the right side. I liked the idea of having the 90-degree mount, so it was up here close to my Optic itself. So I opted to have the 5-slot mount. It's a 90-degree mount. You can pick that on the website. That's the one I went with. I didn't go with a QD mount. This setup right here as a whole is my thermal setup. I don't take this on and off. There is an option though if you want to have a QD mount right here. It is an ADM mount, very similar, almost the exact same one that came with my Rattler, and they are phenomenal. Super durable, easy to take on and off. I really don't take mine on and off all that much, so I opted to just go with one that I was gonna screw on and it would stay there. It is very user-friendly to turn it on. All you're gonna do is push on the pressure pad button. It's right down there on the bottom. You should be able to see it next to the extra battery. So that's just the storage of an extra battery. The main battery is gonna go right in here. So to turn it on, all you do is press on that button for 1 second. See it come up. It actually is gonna tell you the degree tilt of your gun. Mine is right between 5 and 6 degrees downwards, so that's why you can see it bouncing back and forth. To get it to actual range, you push that button 1 time and you see that little icon pop up. It is currently ranging. I'm right up against the wall. It needs about 6 yards before it'll start picking stuff up. Obviously, if you're that close, it doesn't really matter. There are a few modes you can cycle through. I honestly haven't really messed with them. They will help it pick up better in rain or humid climates or days. Haven't messed too much with them. It'll also track the speed of something coming at you if you wanted to pick that up. You can change the units from yards to meters. I stick with yards. And that's pretty much how it run through this. There's a really cool feature that I've actually used several times now. There's this little thing on top is actually a red laser. So you can turn this, push it for 3 seconds, and you can see that red laser pick up. It's picking up on that bush and then going through. So anyway, the reason I use that, I'll actually lock this gun in after I've shot a coyote, and I will aim it at the coyote and lock the gun in using my tripod and turn that laser on and just leave that laser pointed at the coyote. At night, it's really hard to find your coyote a lot of the time, especially if you're in some thicker stuff. So turn that laser on, point at the coyote, and then you can leave it and start walking out there towards it. And once you get out there, you'll be able to find your coyote just by looking for that red dot. So before we get out in the field and actually show you, I'll talk briefly about my experience with it so far on its ranging capabilities. I've taken it out to about 1,020 yards on the side of a shed. It was a reflective steel shed. And I've taken it out to 750 on the side of a hill. As far as seeing an actual animal, the furthest coyote that I was able to actually see coming to a thermal was coming toward us at about 300 yards. So I ranged it at 306 when I first saw him. Haven't tested it out any further than that yet, but we'll get out there this evening and see if we can't show you a little bit what it's capable of. That hill right there, and I'm getting 760, and that's just a pile of rocks out here in St. George. 760 to them. It is at 18:57:59. And that's on a reflective surface. One of the biggest selling points for me on this was the actual price. Right now, it is on sale for $299 at Fall River Shooter's website. For me, I don't know how I've gone this long without having a rangefinder. I am 100% sold on having one moving forward. This option right here, it almost seems like a budget option. It does not feel to me like a budget piece. So I've been really impressed. Logan at Fall River Shooters has been awesome. I reached out to him. I got my piece delivered in the mail. It only took a couple days to get here. So far, I've been thrilled with it. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. I know that this works well with any Rattler. I mean, I just mounted it off the side. It's a separate unit. I know that there's multiple thermals out there that don't have rangefinders. If you don't have one, this option right here is fantastic. It hangs off just to the side. It works perfectly. I can look through with my right eye with one and left eye look at the range. I've been happy with it. So give them a look online. I'll link it in the description. If you have any questions, you feel free to reach out to me. I'll have my info in the description as well. So thanks.